Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Lbtharealist, and this is Surrealistic Studios, where I talk about news, current events, politics, so on and so forth. So, if you're new to this channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button so you can stay in tune and keep in touch with all my latest news and videos. And let's go ahead and get this party cracking. So, I wanted to make a video on Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, how the DNC primary was in fact rigged. Don't listen to what they're telling you. It was rigged. Look up the definition, and you tell me if you think this whole situation was rigged or not. So I'm going to go ahead and explain that and why this whole situation is important and why we should keep talking about it, because it's important to all of our democracy. We're supposed to live in a democracy, right? That's what we keep claiming. That's what everyone keeps claiming. Well, let me explain to you why that's not true. So a lady by the name of Donna Brazile, she's the ex-interim chair for the DNC. That means she was one of the main people running the whole show, right? She was the chairwoman. She came out recently with an op-ed in Politico stating that she found an agreement that was signed by Hillary Clinton and the DNC that gave her control over the whole party, the whole Democratic Party. This joint fundraising agreement was signed by Hillary Clinton 4 months before she announced her candidacy for president. That means way before anybody knew anything about Bernie Sanders. She was already running the whole DNC. That's called rigging. She was given control of the party's finances, strategy, staffing, analytics, etc., everything. So Donna Brazile found that agreement. She also talked to a man by the name of Gary Gensler. He was the chief financial officer for Hillary Clinton. He stated himself that the party was under Clinton control. She ran everything. Now, one of the reasons she stated for this was because I guess former President Barack Obama left the party $2 million in debt. Before it was, I guess it was $24 million, and he had been paying it off, and it got down to like $2 million. So they needed money. So they signed an agreement with Hillary Clinton because they know she was a big fundraiser and she was the party's favorite. Everyone was going to vote for Hillary Clinton, right? Even the American people, even myself, before I knew anything about Bernie Sanders, I was going to vote for Hillary Clinton because I didn't know anybody else. I was like, I guess, she's a woman and, I know her, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton. He was like almost our first black president, right? No. But yeah, that's how I was thinking. That's how a lot of people were thinking. And the woman thing was a powerful, powerful thing. Everyone wanted a woman president. It was like we had the first black president. Now it's a woman next, right? And people called Bernie supporters sexist because we didn't want Hillary Clinton. No, it wasn't because we were sexist. It's because Hillary Clinton was a bad candidate. She was a bad choice, and everyone knew that. She was an unpopular candidate from the gate. And they knew that, and they propped her up anyways. Now we got Trump. So she ran everything in the DNC. So they say that Bernie Sanders had an opportunity to sign the same joint fundraising agreement as Hillary Clinton signed. But do you actually believe that they would have given Bernie Sanders control over the DNC? Over the finances, the strategy, staffing, and analytics? Bernie Sanders was a self-proclaimed Democratic socialist. They weren't going to give him, they badmouthed him the whole time. They wrote numerous stories and articles, negative stories and articles about Bernie Sanders. They shunned him in the media. They didn't give him hardly any airtime at all. Do you guys remember that? You had to really search for Bernie Sanders in the news. Like he didn't get hardly any airtime. They rigged it from the gate. They had a say in the debates, how they set up the debate schedule so that nobody would watch on certain days, and people that already, had it in their minds that they were going to vote for Hillary Clinton, they never had a fair shot to hear Bernie's message because the debate was set up on a night that nobody would watch. Or it'd be like on a day that something else was on, or, they set it up that way. All the money coming into the party and going out. I feel like all the money that Bernie Sanders supporters donated to him went directly to Hillary Clinton's pockets. Because even Donna Brazile herself stated that everything that she did, every decision that she made had to go through Brooklyn, which is Hillary Clinton. That was her headquarters. Everything went through Brooklyn and then went out. Press releases, everything. They ran the whole show 4 months before Hillary Clinton announced her candidacy for president. She already signed the agreement. She already ran everything. So Bernie never had a shot. So this is one of the reasons why people are so you know, they're so turned off by politics is because of this. It's because we already knew the system was rigged. Like, we had a feeling it was rigged, and now people like Donna Brazile herself are coming out and stating all of this shit. Now, Donna Brazile didn't say that it was rigged in those words, but she all but said it. She used the words. She said she spoke to Bernie Sanders in the book, in her up and coming book that just released. I believe it was last Tuesday. She said that she spoke to Bernie Sanders, and she said that she had found the cancer, but she will not kill the patient. She didn't say it was rigged, but she said she would get to the bottom of it and to see if it was rigging. But she said she found no actual evidence of rigging. What I believe she means is there was no actual evidence of anybody going into machines and actually changing the vote. That's not what we're arguing. That we're arguing that the whole situation was set up that was more advantageous to one person over another, which was Hillary Clinton over Bernie Sanders. From the debate schedule to the party's finances to the strategy, they smeared Bernie Sanders in the news. They called him a socialist. They said he was too old. They did everything against Bernie Sanders, and they said that they were supposed to remain unbiased and fair. What was her name? Debbie fucking Wasserman Schultz, the ex-chairwoman for the DNC, stated that she was supposed to be unbiased and fair. She lied. She lied to everybody. She lied to the American people. She lied. Everyone who said that it was fair, everyone that said that it wasn't rigged against Bernie Sanders, they lied to you. This is what they're doing. The Democratic Party lies to you. They're not your friends. They are not the solution. And guess what? They are just, if not the same, or if not more corrupt than the Republicans. So just because the Democratic Party is corrupt does not mean that the Republican Party is the answer. And just because the Republicans are corrupt does not mean that the Democrats are the answer. They're one hand on the same body that serves the same head of the corporations and the billionaires that control everything. This whole pyramid scheme that we call life. They work for the same people. These people, these billionaires, donate money to the Democratic Party and the Democratic candidates and the Republican Party and the Republican candidates to get their policies enacted, to get their wills done, to get their giant tax breaks, to get their get out of jail free cards, to have their power solidified within government. They bought the government. The corporations are effectively running the government, y'all. That is what is happening. Walmart, Apple, like all of these big ass corporations are effectively running the government. They just had the Paradise Papers come out, which are papers that state that all of these big corporations and businesses are hiding and storing their money in offshore accounts on islands so that they don't have to pay taxes or very, very little taxes on it. So they're allowed to, and it's very legal, and it's legal, and they're allowed to get away with it. But let the little guy, steal a candy bar and watch him go to jail. Watch you don't pay your taxes, or I don't pay my taxes, and we're going to fucking jail. But they can do whatever the hell they want to. So that was in the Paradise Papers that just came out. People like that are running this country. People like Hillary Clinton that stole all of that money from Haiti. Look into that. That helped, perpetuate policies that put black people in jail and people in color in jail. The Democrats did a lot of that shit. It's not just the Republicans. They're both doing this shit. So Donna Brazile has came out and said that the primary is rigged. Elizabeth Warren, another Democrat, came out and said it was rigged. Now, they're both trying to walk it back, saying that it wasn't rigged. But you look up the definition of rigged, and you tell me if that is not rigging or not. Controlling everything before we even knew about Bernie Sanders. Controlling the finances, strategy, staffing, analytics. Controlling everything, the whole party. But that's not rigging. That's not being in favor of one candidate over another. You're telling me that Hillary Clinton was fair? While she was controlling the party, she was being fair. Go back to the interviews when she was like, I'm winning. Her slogan was, I'm with her. How egotistical can you be? That was her campaign slogan, y'all. You Hillary Clinton supporters, and you wanted her over Bernie Sanders. Crazy. Crazy. So people like Donna Brazile that had the opportunity to replace Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine with Joe Biden and Cory Booker, people like her are the reason that we have Donald Trump. People like the Democratic Party are the reason that we have the President Donald Trump, because they had a choice. They had a choice to make it fair. They had a choice to promote Bernie Sanders' message, knowing that he had a better message, knowing that he was a better candidate, that all the polls shown that Bernie Sanders would have beaten Donald Trump by a huge margin. Hillary Clinton lost to a game show. She lost to a joke. She lost to a clown. That's the point. They helped give us Donald Trump. That is why we have to keep talking about it. That's why it matters. They want us to just shut up about it and just move on. And I get it. I really do get it. I honestly don't want to talk about it a year later. Honestly, I don't. But we have to, because they still refuse to see it. And the vast majority of the American people are not paying attention to this shit. They're not paying attention to all of the shit that even President Barack Obama did. Yes, he was he was a funny guy. He was a great guy. I get it. Like he was charming, but he's done a lot of fucked up shit too. He was still part of that whole construct. He was still part of that corruption. Democratic Party. They're all corrupt. There's like only probably two good ones. Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard. And they still have their problems. The Republican parties, they're just as corrupt. So neither one of them are the answer. They did rig the primary. It was in fact rigged. Look up the definition for yourself. And the Republicans, you know, with all their problems, at least they got the people's candidate elected. The people chose Donald Trump on the Republican side. They chose him. The Republican Party didn't want Donald Trump. The people chose Donald Trump. And guess what? He rose up and he won. He won and he beat Hillary Clinton. And the Democrats helped that happen. They rather lose with Hillary Clinton than to win with Bernie Sanders. So that's it, y'all. I'm hoping I helped clear it up a little bit for you. I'm hoping it was concise enough to understand that Hillary Clinton signed an agreement that gave her the keys to the kingdom of the Democratic Party. That was in fact rigging. She controlled everything, all aspects of the Democratic Party before she announced her candidacy. Before anybody knew anything about Bernie Sanders. That means all you Democrats out there that are loyal Democrats, you're loyal to the core Democrats. You've been loyal for years. Some of you are my friends. Some of you are my family members. And you are really in the Democratic Party. Just know that that is the party that you refuse to leave. That's the party that you're in. So either you're in it for strategic reasons, fine. But know that that's going on. Know that that's the truth. Know that you cannot deny facts. This whole Trump-Russia shit is bullshit. By the way, they're still claiming 17 intelligence agencies stated that Russia had something to do. That's bullshit. They had to retract that story. It was really like 4 intelligence agencies. The DNC server, the Democratic Party's server, was never investigated, or they were investigated by the Democratic Party's people, which was called CrowdStrike. So they entrusted their own people to investigate their own people, but didn't let an outside investigation occur. This is the party that you trust. They did cheat Bernie Sanders. They're lying when they say that it was allegedly rigged, or that in fact it wasn't rigged. No, they're lying. It was rigged. So that's my video. Again, I'm Lbtharealist. This was Surrealistic Studios. Share this video if you feel as though that it's pertinent to share. I believe that you should share it, because this information needs to get out. Maybe I explained it in a way that's easily understandable to somebody that's not really paying attention to this shit. Like this video, please. Give me a thumbs up. Comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if I left out anything that I should state in the next video. All right, until next time. Love. from your heart, because there's so much hate going around. Have empathy for the next person. Do something nice, even if it's small. Do something nice for something else, even if they don't appreciate it. Don't do it so they'll appreciate it. Do it because hopefully that good energy will turn into more good energy for somebody else. That's the reason why you do it, because we want to increase positive energy. There's so much negativity in this world. I know I haven't covered none of the shootings because honestly, it's just too much, y'all. It's too much. What else can I say? You've all heard the stories. You've all heard the details. You've heard the numbers. People are being slaughtered everywhere in America. They call it gun control. They want to say it's, mental problems, mental illness. They want to say it's this, that, and the other. There's something going on in this country for sure. There's something going on in this world for sure. Some people say it's evil. Some conspiracy theorists, like myself, might say that it's something in the air or something that's in the food or something is off. It's off in our American politics. It's off in all of politics. And we need to fix it. So please, love, peace, and chicken grease. Or chicken feet. Until next time, y'all. Have a good one.